13,000 subs, 3.5 million views, and we just celebrated 1 year on YouTube. Man, that's crazy, and I gotta tell you, I don't know which of those stats I'm prouder of. Welcome to Vinyl Latte. Hey guys, welcome back to Vinyl Latte. Louis V, your host for vinyl related news, reviews, and interviews. And it has been an amazing year. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. We've accomplished so many awesome things together. We have videos that are performing. You, I think my top performing full length video has 78,000, over 78,000 views, thousands of likes, countless comments. And that's just amazing. And actually, that was the video that I'm referring to is where I did a tour of this room, which is even in and of itself, when you look at that video from a year ago to where this room has matured to today, that even is amazing. The equipment's all different, the record placement, the backdrop is all different, and that's because my passion has been accelerated thanks to this community, thanks to you. And I just wanted to take a moment here. It's been a while since I just got in front of the camera and sort of did like a health life check with y'all. And I just wanted to take a moment tonight because it's late. I had a long work day. I had some family things I needed to take care of. And I usually provide a video on a Tuesday. And I just wanted to take a moment. I just reconnect with y'all to kind of just thank you. Thank you for everything, for making this channel the way that it is. Thank you for all my supporters who take the time to comment, to share. I see how many times these videos get shared. And I see they're getting shared on Messenger and WhatsApp and through other means. And I thank you for all of that because that means either you think I'm an idiot and you're like, hey, go check out what this moron said, or which is what I hope is that you really value the content that I'm providing and it's you want to share it. Um, when I reflect back on a year, it's been an amazing one. When I think about just the adventure of record collecting, I mean, I'm traveling all over the world collecting records now. What was a passion has become a lifestyle. I would give it that. I mean, even when I travel for business, I always try to find personal time, of course, to go visit a record store. Um, when we go on family vacations, my wife automatically assumes that one of the days I'm gonna go spend a couple hours at a record store. Like, it has really become part of our life, it's entwined. On a weekend, we go record store shopping. So it's fun in a way that I have a supportive partner that allows me to do these things, but it's become part of the life. The other thing is that I've really fell in love with hardware, and I've spent a lot of time and, of course, investment into what I would call a real reference system now. I really have confidence to go in here and say, "I have a true hi-fi system." Now, I bet it's probably more on the lower side of hi-fi, but it's definitely not mid-fi anymore. I mean, we're talking about equipment here, that's totaling a lot of money, really high-end gear that I've taken months to calibrate in this room, months to get the room treated where I need to get it treated, tons of time getting my sub crossed over correctly into the system so I don't have to constantly adjust it, right? I spend a lot of time. And I got to give patience to friends I've made, right? When I think about all the time I've spent looking at hardware, researching hardware, getting my system dialed in, got to give a lot of credit to Shane Stevenson from An Aussie Audiophile. He's really helped me a lot throughout that journey, and him and I are now mates, and my wife and his wife even talk, and we're planning on doing a family trip, like we're gonna go to the beach and stuff together in the future. And I didn't have that relationship a year ago. It's amazing to me. And of course, all the friends that I have accumulated in the industry, um, you know, I mean, just amazing, amazing folks. One of my really earliest and biggest supporters is Seth Frank from Experience Vinyl, and he really helped connect me to a lot of folks within inside of the industry that gave me the opportunity to sell them on the value of Vinyl Latte, and many of those folks have come and been part of this program. You've seen Rock and Roll Hall of Famers come on here. Matt Sorum has been featured on the channel. You've seen folks from Blues Traveler. We've had JJ Blair, a wonderful mastering engineer. We have Miss Poland's come on the show, which is a very impressive, jazz singer, Chrissy Poland. Check her out. When we have so many more things going on here, we had the ex-CEO of Vinyl Me Please on here, giving us all the futures, right? Promising us for a better tomorrow, and then look what happened. It all fell apart, and I'm sure he's devastated about that because I really think Matt was genuine that he wanted the best of VMP and really thought that he could bring it back to life. But I think the damage was done. But I'm excited for the new folks in charge, and I'm excited to see what they have to do. I'm trying to reach out to them and see if they would come on the show. With that, from a hardware side, made a lot of friends there. Charles Kermis is one. The folks over at Stack Audio, Josh and Theo, um, got just was on the phone this morning with a distributor, building some relationships there. I'm going to make an official announcement on that, so I don't want to spoil that just yet. And now I'm getting access into going to audiophile shows. Exfona was the first time I was able to go to a show with a press pass, which was really cool. That was a lot of fun, by the way. I hope you enjoyed that video series. I'm sorry it took me so long to put that together. But that was a lot of fun because it got me a chance to interview people. It got me a chance to see things before the general public saw them. And it got me a little bit, I guess, different access with inside of there. And I'm lining up a couple extra shows the end of this year. I'm going to try to make it out to the Capitol Audio Fest. In fact, I'm trying to get the organizer to come onto the show to talk a little bit about what the Capitol Audio Fest is. And then I'm also looking to go to Audio Vice Live, which is right in my backyard in Raleigh, North Carolina. And both of those would be under a press pass. So that's going to be really exciting. Again, that's going to give me access into some behind the scene things that hopefully I can share with all of you. So I've been a busy bee, and I know that you see me do some things that we started and then kind of maybe paused on. One of the things that come up recently was the audiophile series with Shane Stevenson from the audiophile unLC audiophile. And I just wanted to kind of use this as a laying field that one of the reasons why we haven't released a video recently is simply because we're working on a really big project together, a really exciting and big project. And our efforts have really been focused on that. We do have some folks lined up for the audiophile series interview, but we're trying to also see how we can start. I don't want to say manipulating it, but I don't have a better word right now. Maybe designing that series to really align to what this new project is that we have a joint venture in. So I'm really excited about that. And again, it's too early for me to share details. The reason I'm giving you these teasers is not really to tease you, but it's to kind of show and share with you there's a lot going on here. And when you think about the dynamics about balancing a very active work life, a very demanding work life, we're one of those companies. While we're a mature public company, we operate like a startup, man, and we're on fire. Um, so it's really, really good. We are doing things that surprise me every day, and I think surprise the team on how much we can accomplish together. But it requires hard work, and it requires time, and it requires sometimes late nights or early mornings or weekends. And then of course I do have a family that I need to also spend time with. And then if I'm working, spending time with family, spending 2 to 3 hours a day, yes, that is a real number. Replying to comments and then filming, editing, and publishing videos. When do I have time to listen to the music, guys? When do I have time to finish these reviews for you? So it's just I'm a busy guy. I'm probably on the go from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed every single day. And I got to tell you, I don't think I change it. I love it. I love what I do and I love this community. I'm just so grateful for all of you. I really, 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 really am grateful for all of you. So some exciting things to come. I'll talk about some of the future stuff a little bit more. And then yeah, then maybe we'll wrap this up. But some exciting things are on the way. We have some gear coming in here that I think is going to be really exciting to review. I don't want to drop names just yet because I've got promised things in the past that just quite frankly never arrived at my doorstep. And I want to be careful what I promise to you all until I know with absolute certainty that I'm going to have the opportunity to review it. But we're looking at ways We're looking at hi-fi analog calibration tools. We're looking at hardware components. We're looking at ultrasonic cleaners. I still owe a review of all the devices that I've recently been reviewing: the Orb record flattener, the Kermis record cleaner, record restoration system. Excuse me, Charles. The ISO Acoustics Delos platform, and the DS Audio Ionizer. They're all reviews that is coming up. On top of all that, I'm working on a project with a friend. I don't know if I can name the company, but they're creating a vinyl university, like a 101 foundation. And I've been asked to be one of the featured, I guess, teachers to answer some of the questions that have come in from their customers about basic vinyl stuff, like, how do I clean a record? How do I know when my stylus is dirty? That kind of stuff, right? For some of you, these are very great questions that you would want yourself. You would want to know answers to yourself. For others, these are elementary questions. It doesn't really matter. The thing is that they're providing a platform to kind of educate and provide some attention, some care to their customers. And I think it's a really great thing. I really do. I think it's a great thing because a lot of folks out there, we all didn't know what we know now at one point, right? We all had to learn. And a lot of us learned the hard way. We learned the hard way on how to clean a record, how not to clean a record. We learned the hard way on how to store a record. We learned the hard way on a lot of things. At least I did. I ruined a few records before I learned my lesson. And I still feel like sometimes I need to dial it back down, right? Like, don't have a beer or two and then try to, flip a record and show off, right? Like, sometimes that makes the record airborne and you're not going to be happy later. So there's that project that I'm working on as well. Um, and then I really want to start providing some lifestyle wear for you all. There people have asked me about my t-shirt that I wear. This is Vinyl Latte. A few people have asked me why don't I have coffee cups, because they would love to have a Vinyl Latte coffee cup. Um, so I think I'm gonna pursue that. I think I'm gonna pursue just some basic swag. I see that a lot of the other top YouTube channels have that as well, and I have the ability to add that to the channel. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm also looking to, perhaps near the end of the year, um, bring in some help, somebody to help monitor or manage the growth of the channel. It's really becoming to a point where it's a lot for one person. And if we continue to grow the way that we're growing, I might have to hire my first team member, even if they're part-time. With that said, I did start a YouTube, or not a YouTube. Y'all know I started YouTube. I did start an Instagram channel. I did post it on YouTube. That's what I wanted to say. It's on the YouTube links. So I did start an Instagram page. It's kind of new. I reserved a name a while ago, but I never did anything with it, and I'm starting to post to it. And what I'm doing, guys, is I'm trying to have fun. I was doing some of the same things I was doing on YouTube, recording sounds, and I was like, well, let me just do screenshots or pictures of what the records I'm playing. But I gotta tell you guys, it's hard for me to keep up on that, because a lot of times when I'm playing an album, especially if I'm not reviewing it, I'm doing it because I need the downtime. It's been a long day at work. All I want to do is put on a record and relax. And then when I have to turn it into like a work event, because now I'm going to create a social media post about it, it's just too much, right? I need to sometimes just, as much as I love Vinyl Latte, sometimes I need a moment to myself for mental health, to relax, to get some of this stuff to calm down, so I can be the best person I can be the next day. So one of the things that I think is fun is trying to animate some of the album covers. So if you go there now, you're going to see, I think probably at the time this is published, 2 or 3 animated album covers, depending on when you watch this video, or when this gets published. If it gets published tonight, it's 2. If it gets published tomorrow, it's going to be 3. But I'm trying to have fun with that, and I think that's gonna be a unique thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just trying to create some animation of album covers, and I'll give you a little history about the album and the tech side of it, and maybe a little sample track playing in the background while you watch the animation. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. So we'll see how long that keeps up, but I think that's a lot of fun. Right now, I gotta tell you, I think I only got like 4 people who are following the Instagram. So I'm creating these videos for me, but you can see how I glow. I actually enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun watching the album covers come to life. So yeah, I'm having fun with that. So listen, I know this is video. It's not about records today. I have a lot of cool things I'm going to share with you. We're going to do an updated video on places that I shop for 2025. I'm going to give you an updated room tour. We're going to finish out those interviews. And I'm going to start telling you some things, I think, of what I'm pre ordering, what I'm buying, what's on the list, and what I'm starting to play. I'm going to continue to share you hauls, but I think I'm going to try to focus that on really cool stuff, not these just massive hauls. Maybe I'll sprinkle it in from time to time. I mean, if I come with record store day with crates of records, I'm going to share that with you. But every time I go to a record store and I pick up 20 records, I'm not going to share that with you because I know they get long winded. I rather focus on telling you the story of 2 or 3 albums from that 20 than they just go be like, this is what I got, and this is what I got, and this is what I got. I think you rather hear some of the background, how the record sounds, what's so unique about it, why it's maybe so expensive, that particular pressing, whatever. I'm gonna try to get into that type of format with you and then share with you what I'm excited about coming up. I've been watching some websites, Experience Vinyl, Acoustic Sounds, and some other ones on some cool records. And there's also some stuff going on at like Mondo. They're doing some really cool stuff. I just pre-ordered their Jaw stuff. I'm really excited about that. I think both pressings are really cool. I'm going to share that on the channel with you. But I think I'm going to start doing some sort of, I don't know if it's going to be a weekly thing. I think weekly is going to be too much, but just sharing with you what I'm pre-ordering. I might even just post it in the community tab on the YouTube. I haven't figured that part out just yet, but I think sharing with you what I'm excited about is a way that we keep connected because what I want is for you to share with me what you're excited about. So do that for me if you don't mind. Drop in your comments what you're excited about, whether it's a review on this channel or an upcoming video on this channel or a record that you just pre-ordered. Let's just start a community. Let's start communicating. That's why I created this channel a year ago, was because I love records. My wife's like, I love digital. And like, how did we even come together? How did we even get married? And now I have all of you that I get to talk to. And I've made so many wonderful friends because of that, and you know who you are. And I know if I sat here and called out every single person that I've met and now that I call a friend on this channel, it'd be a video in and of itself. So I just want to say thank you all. Thank you all for supporting me. Thank you all for being part of this community. Thank you for collaborating with me and for being real friends and for helping me build a community that hopefully you all get a chance to enjoy as well. That's it. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this quick little update. And while you leave in the comments what you're excited about, I'll see you on the next video.